What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Tropical NHL back here today for a brand new YouTube video. Today we're going to be talking about the Habs prospect that's been killing it so far in the NHL. And yes, we're going to be talking about Emil Heineman. But before getting into the video, I invite you guys to subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 5K subscribers before the summer, 21st of June. That's the date. So if you want to help me out with that, subscribe and turn on post notifications. I make videos every day talking about the Habs and the NHL. So if you want to be updated with everything that's going on in hockey and with the playoffs coming around in the next couple of weeks, I strongly suggest you to subscribe, as well as the like button to try to get 50 likes on this video. That would be amazing. So yeah, Emil Heineman, who got acquired in the Tyler Toffoli trade last year, a couple of weeks before the trade deadline. And you know it, Tyler Toffoli has been the best player on the Flames this year. 70 points, 30 plus goals, and the season it hasn't been finished yet. So there's a possibility Toffoli heads up with 35 plus goals, 75 plus points. So when you trade up a player that's having those type of performances, you want to have a great return. And seeing how good of a season he's been having this year, there's a lot of people saying that we could have got a lot more for him. When I saw the trade last year, I was just like, all right, maybe we could have got more for him. And when I saw statistics a couple of weeks ago, it was just like, all right, definitely we could have traded Toffoli for a lot more. He's a really, really underrated player in the league. He's almost a point per game player. He's been almost a point per game player with the Habs. He played in the COVID season, who only had 41 games. 52 games, and he was almost a point per game, had 30 goals almost in that season. So yeah, Toffoli definitely an underrated player in the NHL, and yeah, he's in his prime right now. He's that type of player that as he gets older, he gets closer to his prime. At 30, he's going to probably start to go down in 2 or 3 years, but at the moment, really, really good hockey player for the Flames. And in return, we got a first-round pick that we ended up drafting Philip Machar with. Philip Machar has been underwhelming this season, only having a point per game. We thought he was going to be dominating a lot more in the OHL. But apparently, that's what I got told, and I made a video talking about this. He's been in a pretty bad situation, pretty cancerous locker room in the OHL with the Kitchener Rangers. They fired their coach because of that. And yeah, apparently it was just a bad spot to be in Kitchener this season. So we're going to see next year how he's going to bounce back from that. But yeah, Philip Machar still has a lot of potential, and he's going to be a really good player, I think, for the Habs. Maybe not a superstar, but really, really good depth player. He has a lot of skills, and he still has a lot of room to develop. And the other guy that we got coming from that trade was Emil Heineman, who's been playing in the Swedish Hockey League. Hasn't been having that good of statistics. Half a point per game, a couple of goals here and there. But yeah, like I've said multiple times, those European leagues are based around defense. And yeah, it's trap plays. It's just like shutting down the opponent. And there's not a lot of goals in those leagues. We see really, really often 1-0 games, 2-1 games, 3-2 games. So it's just fair that players do not have that many points in those leagues. We've seen in multiple times players have less points in those types of leagues. And yeah, Heineman finished his season over there. They lost in 3 in the playoffs. And he joined the Laval Rocket. And since he joined the Laval Rocket, he has 5 goals in 5 games. Really, really good shot. And he's just showing how much potential he has. He's going to be battling for a spot next year in the Canadiens lineup. For me personally, I think it's ideal for him to continue and develop in the AHL, adapt to North American style of hockey. But yeah, definitely has a lot of potential. And I mean, he got scouted by Vinny Lecavalier. Vinny Lecavalier, who now works for the Habs, was the one who spotted Emil Heineman. Emil Heineman, who got originally drafted 43rd overall in the 2020 NHL N3 draft by the Florida Panthers. He got flipped, I think it was in the Sam Bennett trade to the Flames, and then the Flames flipped him again to the Habs for Tyler Toffoli. So, yeah, he got traded 2 times. Some people argued about how he got traded 2 times already. There might be something wrong with this guy. I just think it's circumstances. he was in a Panther team that was trying to get better to go deep to the playoffs. And after that, he was in a Calgary Flames team that was doing the same. So he just wasn't in the right teams at the right time. And he got used that trade bait to bring better players at the moment to go deep in the playoffs. We saw him play at this year's training camp. Really, really good player at the rookie camp, at the training camp. I think he played in a couple of preseason games. He was really, really solid. Reminded me a lot of Arturi Lehkonen, but with an elite shot. That's the difference between him and Lehkonen. He is Lehkonen. He brings everything Lehkonen was bringing, but he has an elite shot. So every little occasions that Lehkonen was always missing, Emil Heineman is most likely to score goals with them. So yeah, I think that his ceiling is probably a 20 to 30 goal scorer in his prime, 50 points, 45 to 50, mainly scoring goals, being on the power play, probably playing on the PK as well. He's going to be a solid bottom six forward for the Habs. Ideally, if you have him on your third line with a guy like Owen Beck in a couple of years, you have a really, really solid third line for the Habs. So yeah, for sure looks great for the Canadian. He's going to be really, really solid in the future. Just need to let him adapt. I know he's scoring goals already with the Lava Rocket, but like, let him score goals, let him dominate. You're going to call him back after. There's nothing to rush him. And yeah, he's going to be an interesting guy to follow. Definitely brings a lot of help to the Lava Rocket right now. They are battling for a playoff spot, so it's really, really fun to watch. So, yeah, let me know what you guys all think about this in the comments below. It's been your boy Tropical, and I'll see y'all later for another video. Have a nice rest of your day, and bye-bye.